The following podcast episode is presented to you uncut and slightly edited, as well as being broadcasted in stereo sound. To achieve full effect, it is recommended to listen with headphones in or on both ears.
Hello, and welcome back to Yolk Everywhere, episode...
I don't
5?
remember.
I think we're on 5.
That makes sense. Yeah, 4 was 4, so...
Yeah, 4 was on 4.
That's usually how that works.
Yeah.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Trevor, and in our guest chair we have...
Sophia!
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. So,
Gotta get my phone out for the news.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So what's going on in your life? What are you here to promote? What projects are you working on?
Oh my god, I'm here to promote myself. The truth is that I'm a narcissist, so I just want people to hear my voice and
just know that
who
you're
I
here.
am.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Cool.
What else am I here to promote? I'm here to promote happiness, peace on earth, rest, naps. I love a good nap.
Okay.
That's the gist.
All right. Now there's something that we've been wanting to do with our guests.
Okay.
Wait. No, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
I was also confused. I was like, what?
I felt extremely prepared, and you know what? I've arrived, and there's nothing.
And there's nothing. Story of my life.
Yeah.
You might be hearing stuff in the background. That's just our previous guest talking about this podcast and how great it is.
Yeah, they just can't get over it. They're upset that they can't be on right now, but we have a very honored guest, so...
Yeah.
This is an exclusive.
Yeah. We gotta give everyone their proper time.
Yeah, that $12 pizza, that's in one of our future episodes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do we want to do some news to start it off?
Yeah, okay. So...
You want to explain how news works for a new guest?
Yeah, so I'm sure Sofía already knows how it works, as she's a loyal listener.
I really am.
Yeah.
But I have 4 news headlines that I've all written in my own words. And
paraphrased.
Yeah. Some of them are true, some of them are false.
Okay.
It's after each one, you will guess if you think it's true or false.
And
this is aggressively telling of our world.
We are competing also, you and
I. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know any of these.
The winner gets the title
Pride.
of the winner.
Yes,
Pride.
So far I have a perfect record, but it's okay, we'll see what
That's
happens.
not true.
That's not true. I know for a fact it isn't.
Well, we'll see.
He thinks he's great, but I feel like he's the weaker of us.
No, let's just get on with the news, Kyle. Let's see.
Like
We
last week, we couldn't find a guest, and I think it's his fault. But that's just me. Well, you didn't hear it from me.
I didn't hear anything.
I heard it from the wall, I guess.
Yeah, the walls talk here. It's very
If these walls could talk, oof.
They do.
Oh.
I can't sleep. I haven't slept in a week.
Sleeped?
Yeah, I said
The
that.
correct word is slept. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Can you put a sound effect there of like, ding?
Didn't you just do that?
Yeah.
Okay, here's our first headline. Arab states start trend of serving coffee in baby bottles.
Here's the deal. It feels silly, which makes me want to think it's true.
I gotta say true as well.
It is true.
Oh my god.
All right,
It's on.
next one.
Okay.
Crow befriends man in Colorado, brings him $20 bill.
It sounds like it could be true.
The crow brings him the money, or he brings the crow money?
Crow brings him $20 bill.
So it sounds like it definitely could have happened, but it feels so realistic that you could have made it up in your own head. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say false.
Unfortunately, I have to agree. I want to be competitive, but I have to agree.
It is false.
Oh my
but
god, I'm so good.
I took inspiration from it because I read something. It was like some kind of animal befriended a guy and brought him like a ring or something.
Oh.
So I like kind of stole it. Anyway, okay.
So yes and no.
Yeah,
True and false.
The headline itself not true, but inspired by a true story. Next one. Man used loaned car to rob bank, then tried to buy the same car with stolen money.
So he's like, hey, can I borrow this? And the dealership was like, yeah. Might have been our previous guest Joe's dealership. We don't know.
Could have been.
Oh my god,
And he took the car to a bank, stole money, brought the car back, and he said, I like it. I'd like to buy it. I'm going to say true.
I kind of want to go with false.
True.
Wait, so Trevor, you say true and
I
Sophia?
said false.
Okay, it is true.
Oh, damn it!
Right now, Trevor's in the lead
Sorry.
by 1. Okay, here's our last headline. Man stole slide from playground to mount on a bunk bed.
Absolutely true.
True, yeah.
Okay, well, yep, it's true. Looks
That
like
was a
Trevor
good round.
wins again.
Infallible.
I came in close, though.
Infoolable, you mean?
Yes, that is what I mean, actually.
All right, now we got our celebrity news. This isn't guessing; it's just celebrity news.
This is
Keep up
just
with
shit
celebrities.
that's happening.
Yeah. Keep
So,
up with the world.
there's a couple whose divorce is finalized.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A dead rapper's brother says that the dead rapper would like the weekend, and then a golfer returned home from a hospital.
Okay.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good
Cool,
stuff.
cool.
You know, while we're at the news, Kyle, can we get a quick cactus update?
What's a cactus update?
So, you see, you may have missed. I know you're a very loyal listener.
I am a loyal listener, but I also have mad ADHD, so sometimes I'm not paying attention.
Okay, well, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, you were onto something there.
What's going on?
Here's our promo pic. Ah, shit.
Totally unexpected. That went very smoothly.
Almost caught me off
Oh,
guard.
the mic it went loose. Okay, I'm back on track.
Sorry about that. We were taking our promo photo
It's okay.
by complete surprise.
That's our new thing. Ah.
It's going very
Got
well
him.
so far. But yeah, as you may remember from previous episodes, Kyle is a father to a couple plants.
Yes.
Oh.
You got Andy, you got Philip, and you got Phyllis.
And how are they?
They could probably use some water. After we're done recording here, I should probably go water them.
Yeah. But cactuses are real. Are they all cacti?
Phyllis, she is a fairy castle cactus.
Ooh.
Philip, I don't know what he is. He's just like a lone stem. And Andy is
he
a zebra
a
plant.
prickly stem or
Yeah,
just
like a cactus stem.
Okay, I
Just
see,
a
I
lone
see, I
one.
see, okay. I love a good plant. I have a pothos at home. My cat just destroyed my jade plant, which was super cool. I'm very upset about it.
Jade plants are cool.
Yeah, jade plants are really awesome, but they're very touchy and I hate them.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad that my cat destroyed it. I had a snake plant that my cat also destroyed, but I love snake plants. They're gorgeous. And I had I bought a cactus when it was like maybe 5 or 6 inches tall at the farmer's market. And then I bought that my freshman year, and now I'm a senior somehow, and it's grown up to like, probably if I had to guess, it would be like a few feet tall now.
Wow, that grows a lot faster than Phyllis. I got Phyllis freshman
I
year.
don't-
She was like,
Yeah,
That
but I
was,
don't
like, that.
have it anymore.
Oh.
She's at my ex's house, and I could probably get her back, but I just don't.
We like a
want to.
James Bond type of rescue mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's more like Mission Impossible.
Maybe that.
Heist. Or Ocean's 11.
Or I could. That would be really fun. I do love a good ocean.
Get George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon.
Oof. Well, Matt Damon isn't my favorite, but
Ooh.
he's not bad. He's
I'm a
just not
Damon
my
head.
favorite. But George Clooney, Brad Pitt, that's where it's at. Love him.
As our loyal listeners know, I have a couple aloe, and they are all currently in the ICU. I'm trying my hardest to have all of them not die,
Oh
but
no.
it's going okay.
Aloe can be relatively touchy as well.
Yeah.
Especially I mean, we live in Iowa, and like there's no, and we're in crappy apartments and like not great sunlight, and
Yeah, interesting enough, I got them from somebody whose grandparents just grow them in Iowa on their farm.
That's nuts.
Not on purpose. They just can't get rid of them.
Oh, interesting. Have you ever seen asparagus growing in the wild?
Oh.
It's
What?
so funny because it's asparagus. It's exactly what you picture, just like really tall. It's so funny.
I'm looking it up as we speak.
Have you ever seen
Whoa.
cucumbers?
Isn't it great? Cucumbers?
Yeah.
No.
Growing?
Actually,
in a farm?
no. Wait, how do they? How?
I saw a picture where they were like, whoa,
Yeah, they're just tall.
that's it.
For our listeners, Google these photos.
Yeah, look up a cucumber plant, a cucumber farm.
Typey type.
Are high tech. Whoa. I like this picture.
Oh, very interesting. Oh, that makes sense.
Like they put them on the original picture I saw was like
Have
them
you-
hanging from the ceiling, and it says cucumbers hanging there.
Have you ever seen pineapple plants?
Don't you grow it in the ground?
Yeah. So you can take. At least at a store I worked at one time, we sold pineapple plants, which was really weird. But it would grow, and the pineapple only grew to about like the size of a fist. But then, yeah, you just chop off this top half of like the spiky head stuff.
Yeah, and then you put it in water.
The hair,
right?
And then you like stick it in water or stick it in the ground and grows roots, and then it starts the whole process over again.
I think I had an aunt who grew a pineapple.
Isn't it fun?
Or maybe I just saw an online video, and my aunt is the one who sent it to my dad. And my dad was like, "Kyle, watch this. Your aunt sent this video."
And it was just association.
Or maybe she's a secret pineapple farmer. Who knows?
Probably not.
Who's to say?
I don't know. Well, I guess if that's all the news and all the updates we got, do we want to move on to our main segment?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, God. I don't know. Well, I was just going to sit here and I was going to be in the hot seat and let you guys ask me just the dumbest questions you could think.
That's not how this works.
Huh?
That's not how this works.
Oh, no.
We don't have questions.
What?
We're not that
God.
clever.
What if
We're
you
not-
tell us
we're not
about the
that
first time you came
Oh,
to our
my
beloved
God.
apartment?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the first time I came to this apartment. So basically, I came over because one of your old guests, Joe,
Yes.
Previous guest.
From
he's
episode 2
I
of this
kind
season.
of know him a little bit.
Also from episode 4.
Weren't you coworkers?
Yes. We work together. We're like kind of friends. It's no biggie. But I came over just to pick something up from him one day, and I sat down with you guys for a little bit, and I was like, this is pretty. I guess it wasn't the first time; it was the second time I came over to your apartment. But I was like, these guys are fun. They have a good vibe. And then I left that day, and then that same weekend I came back. And what did we do? We just sat in the living room. We put on some movies.
I think my extent at this part was I was tired when you came over that one time to watch movies. When I came out, because I was so tired, I didn't say hello or introduce myself. I don't think I was there the first time either.
That's
so
okay.
I was just kind of this dude that walked in and then left.
That's allowed. That's allowed. It's your place.
I don't remember what day this was or what movie.
Oh, it was like, I don't know.
If you
It's
told me
not
what
important.
movie you were watching, I might remember.
Well, I don't think we started watching movies. I think we started just hanging out and like watching some of your old stuff, and like then later in the evening we watched Endgame, I think. Avengers Endgame. Which
I wasn't around during Endgame.
No, it was just Joe and I. But anyway, as I was sitting there, I was sitting on the corner of the couch, and I was like having a complete euphoric state because I was a little bit intoxicated. And I sat there on the edge of the couch, just like it's been so with quarantine and like not being around people very much. I just forgot what a social setting was like. And I was sitting on the edge of the couch just looking, and I sat there and I was like, what if this was a play? And I didn't say anything for like a solid hour. I'm so serious. I sat there silent, just watching the play out in front of me. And it was blowing my mind because the TV was on. I don't know what was on it, but the TV was on, and there were some warm lights coming from the other side of the room, and the way they were coming together, like Joe was sitting right in front of me, so they were just kind of like cool tones on one side of his face, warm tones on the other side of his face. And I almost started crying. Like, I was sitting in your living room almost crying because I was like, this is so beautiful. I miss being around people so much. This is ridiculous. And I wrote let's see what I wrote down. I put it in my notes app. I was very drunk.
I'm very excited for this.
Oh my God. Let's see.
I did not
Even
see
if I
this
still
coming.
have it. Right? What did you think I was going to talk about?
I had no clue.
I had no clue either. That's a really,
That's the beauty of podcasting.
That's the thing, is I'm bad at planning ahead. I'm a very improvisation kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I promise I can speak in sentences. I'm just looking through my notes app right now.
Man, flashback.
You guys
to that
talk about
time
something
we did-
while I find this.
Remember that time we did the improv and we cut most of it?
Yeah.
Man.
I thought
Call back to
your
that.
podcast was completely uncut.
This season.
Raw.
That was season 1.
Oh, I see.
This is slightly edited.
Yeah, we have a few cuts sometimes.
Let's...
Like when we'd have returning guests and we'd insert their segments and we'd have to...
I wrote, someone said we're out of beer, and someone else pointed outside and went, are they in the freezer? And I thought that was the cutest thing. Like, such a sitcom-y thing to say. You know what I mean?
Tuna, oh no!
We should have a podcast.
Exactly. Oh my god, and then I was thinking about this one time. This is unrelated to the first night I was here, but I wrote it down because I was like, if I were to write a play about it, this is what I would put in it. But one time I was in my old apartment downtown, which is just a block that way. And it was in spring. It was the beginning of quarantine. So like...
That was like a year ago.
Yeah, it was a year ago. And like, I wasn't going out because quarantine, but apparently other people were going out. It's fine. And I had my windows open, and the apartments across like the alley from me had their windows open. And I heard music coming from like several rooms and there, like several apartments over there. And I was just sitting alone in my apartment, getting ready to head out to my friends, and not out. I was just going to my friends. And all of a sudden I heard from the other apartments, who wants a fucking party? And I was like, me, but what? And I look out, and it was just the most beautiful thing. I'm looking out my balcony window, and it was just her window. She had like these white curtains that were kind of blowing in the wind because her window was open, obviously. And she just looks at me from across the alley, and she goes, "Do you want a party?" And I was like, "A little bit." And then we just like talked to each other for a little bit, and then I walked away. It was great. It was just such a beautiful moment. It's those little moments that I really enjoy life. I think they're just so fun and random. Mm-hmm. They're beautiful. Let's see what else I wrote.
We haven't really had an interaction like that with our neighbors.
It's not really the same.
No, we haven't really had that. Our neighbors across our
they
party.
Yeah, they want.
They don't invite us though.
Aw, that's so mean.
I mean, it's okay for the time being.
For the time being.
It's okay for COVID.
In the situation we're in now.
Actually, before the pandemic last year, we were talking about, and this was like, this is going to sound terrible, but remember, this is before the pandemic. We were going to talk to every apartment on our floor and try to organize an apartment crawl where we all hosted and we just stayed on the floor.
Yeah, I
That'd be
remember someone
super
pitching
cute.
that.
That reminds me of, so my mom's side of the family is Puerto Rican, and I hold all of the culture very close to my heart. And for Christmas, what we do, the tradition, have you ever heard of a parranda? I can't roll my R's, I'm sorry.
No.
So basically it's like Christmas caroling, but 1,000 times better, because it'll be like a band, and they start in the neighborhood, they go to a house, they play some music for you.
Wait, so there's no singing?
They're singing, but they play like guitars, like
so it's like a full band,
brass instruments, like the whole shebang.
That's pretty neat.
It's really fun, and they travel around. They come into your house. They play some music for you. You sing along, and then you offer them food. Like you have to feed them.
This sounds like what's it called? Serenading in Olean that my grandma used to tell me about.
Yeah.
They'd go I don't think it was necessarily on Christmas. They'd go around and they'd like serenade people's house, and they give them food. Like, hey, thanks for singing. Here's food.
Precisely. That's exactly what like you are required to give them food, and then you can join them if you want. But basically, the whole idea is that everyone's super drunk, having a good time for Christmas. Great food, great music. I love it.
It sounds like
my grandma didn't mention being drunk.
It's a good time. Your grandma never mentioned being drunk?
No, but I assume that's because she was like a kid when they did that.
Oh,
so.
My grandpa always mentions being drunk. Oh, God. Anyway. This is another thing I wrote down for the first night I was here. I didn't really know any of you except Joe. Like I had interacted with you a little bit on that first night, right? But, so I was sitting there and I was like, how wonderful is it that I hardly know these people, but I'm having one of the best nights of my life. Like, this is one of those moments where you're gonna like 10 years from now, I'm going to be sitting at some dumb desk job and I want to kill myself. And I'm going to look back and I'm going to be like, oh, remember college when I just hung out with kind of strangers, but we all bonded and it was a great time?
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life.
That's life. That's life. I don't know what else I have.
Well, we could always move on to our final questions segment.
Please do.
Yeah, are we ready?
I'm
So-
prepared.
As a loyal listener, I'm sure you are aware, but
Yes.
I read off Yahoo Answers questions and we help people with their problems.
This is my favorite segment.
Yes, so starting question, what is the going rate for the tooth fairy these days?
I'm so serious. A kid at camp told me that his parents put $20 under his pillow.
Yeah, that's what a lot of
Why
this
does parents
is
put
saying.
money under the pillow? Are they paying the tooth fairy?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought you pay the tooth fairy in teeth.
It was no. They're paying the tooth fairy to like keep it quiet. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want people knowing when your child loses their teeth.
And that you're giving it to some creature. Just keep quiet about it.
You have to keep it on the DL.
Oh, so you gotta bribe the tooth fairy?
Precisely.
But the tooth fairy leaves money.
That's for the kid. Not, you see?
Don't worry about it. Do you have all your, out of curiosity, did you lose all your teeth?
Yes?
I didn't. I don't have adult molars.
None of them?
I don't have any adult molar. Like, I just don't have them.
You have
So I
wisdom
still have
teeth?
my, no.
Whoa.
So I still have my childhood molars just in the back of my mouth.
So they could just fall out any second.
No, they're going strong. I don't
Oh.
think they're leaving me anytime soon.
Oh.
Because there's nothing pushing them out,
Maybe
What
you
if
just
they do? What
lost
if
them
it,
like
like-
at a super young age.
I
They
didn't.
grew an adult.
I wish, but I didn't. Do you know how badly I wish I would have lost my molars? I don't know.
Why? That's the part you chew most with. That's the worst one to lose.
Doesn't everybody in their life have to lose their molars at some
What's
point?
his voice?
I don't know.
It's
Dramatic.
It's the yearning for new molars. Fresh, stronger molars.
I
You
mean,
don't
if
get
they work,
Kyle.
they work.
If they work, they work. That's where
If
I'm
it
at.
fits, it
Why would
ships.
you want to lose it?
I'm still chewing.
Hey, that's all you need. Alright, here's a good question. There's a little bit of context. Hey, I got my first dog. What now? I'm 56. I got my first dog for my birthday. What am I supposed to achieve from having a dog?
You
What's
feed
the
it.
point?
Yeah, feed it. Feed it. Teach it tricks. Play with it.
Teach
Yeah.
it tricks. Just someone to love.
Hang out with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Updated. So that was posted 2 days ago, and the same day they updated it and said, seems tiresome and pointless. I don't know why people want these things. Plus the house smells bad. You know, maybe men.
Also,
maybe
you gotta-
This is
that's
the worst kind of person.
You gotta potty train it too.
Maybe you.
Did this person have kids? I'm sure you don't know this.
I'd
they
assume
are
he didn't,
anonymous.
considering he doesn't know what to do with the
Considering.
dog.
You know, man, maybe dogs aren't for you. Maybe you should find a different place
But
for
people
that dog.
who like really can't like have dogs, I don't want to be around you. I love dogs.
Red flag.
Red flag.
If you're allergic,
Mad red flag.
the hell out.
What?
Get
But
out.
I'm allergic.
You're allergic to dogs, but
Red
you have one.
flag.
Yeah, no, well, my dog's like hypoallergenic. He's part poodle.
Well, there you go. You still have a dog.
You
Red
persevere
flag.
through it.
Avoid it.
Swerve.
Well, I'm allergic to, like, generally dogs that shed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not really the shed. It's not really the hair. It's the dander, and that's this like essentially the skin. It's like if you had dandruff.
I don't really act up around dogs that shed, so.
Okay. Well, there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another question. This is from Nathan H.
Okay.
Where can I find a tractor store where I can buy tractor equipment for my tractor?
Iowa.
Okay.
John Deere.
John Deere. Find John Deere. Track that man down.
Mm-hmm.
He's been missing for a while, but if you find him, you get a tractor.
You have to say the magic words though.
Well, yeah,
What are they?
but I
Just
mean,
magic words.
Well,
you don't know.
if
We
you
should tell
don't
this guy.
know them, I can't tell you.
No, but we should tell this guy. Because he's looking for tractors.
Seems like this guy should be doing
Tractor
better
stuff for
research.
tractors.
John told me not to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Who's John?
John Deere.
John Deere.
Oh.
Mr. Deere.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're on first name terms, but Mr. Deere to you.
Does he know Danimal?
Yeah, but he isn't, like, that should be too public. It's a little tricky. It's a little sticky
It's a whole
situation
thing.
for him.
Oh, baby. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So come to Iowa is, I guess, the answer
Mhm.
for your tractor needs. We got a twofer here. They're pretty similar, so I'm just going to read them both. I
Okay.
think we can answer them both at the same time.
Okay.
So 5 days ago, Mike asked, how far can a nail gun shoot if you fire it in the air? And
Like,
then...
upward?
And then 5 hours ago, alternatively, Mike asked, does a nail gun have to press against something in order to fire, or could someone just fire it in the air?
The last time I used a nail gun, actually, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's such a difficult time of my life.
No, I totally understand. I
Yeah.
appreciate you getting very...
I
open
wasn't
and honest.
expecting to get this real on this podcast.
We should have known. We shouldn't have brought
guess
up
we
the
should
nail
move
guns. Yeah, listen, Mike, ask someone else, okay? He's been thinking about it for a week. But, okay, I've got, I think, two more questions.
Okay.
I think. Who's your video game crush?
Princess Peach.
I'm gonna have to go Clank. From Ratchet and Clank.
I'll go along with you and say Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Or, oh my god, I played Mortal Kombat like once, and literally all the women on Mortal Kombat hit me up anytime.
Which one? Which
I don't
Mortal
know.
Kombat?
I
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well,
6,
if they
7, 8,
hear
9, 10,
this-
11.
Je ne sais pas.
If they hear this, maybe they'll reach out.
Maybe they'll reach out. Hey. It's like ASMR. Hey, hit me up.
Did we do ASMR in an episode?
Did we?
I don't know. Maybe we can.
I did it in an episode of the Alto Opinion podcast.
Oh, I see.
I'm just in such high demand for...
Oh no!
He
Sorry for...
He always does this,
Sorry about
and I
that.
ask him to stop, and he won't.
I'm just in such high demand for podcasts.
Keep saying that. I don't know what it means.
Everybody likes me.
No, I got.
So fame is really it's a difficult
I'm so known.
life to navigate.
I got one more question.
Okay,
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Okay, Kyle, you're gonna pull yourself together for this one because it's one more, and then we're
Wipe
done.
those tears away, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does eating hot dogs change your voice?
Yeah.
Depends on if it's like stuck in your throat.
Which way does it change your voice?
Like if it's stuck in your throat, like...
Well, usually when I eat hot dogs, my voice gets just a little bit higher, like with each bite. But it really depends on the condiments. You know
Are
what
they
I'm
like
saying?
filled with helium?
Well, that was the thing. The first time it happened to me, everyone freaked out.
Yeah.
But I was like, helium makes your voice go up. And for me, hot dogs made my voice go, like, very far down.
They
Interesting.
make my voice go sideways.
Oh my
wow.
god.
It's
So-
weird.
I had a friend whose voice went sideways.
Are they okay?
Is it because he always was eating hot dogs?
I
or she?
mean, they passed, but it's no biggie.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Does that mean...
I don't want to draw any conclusion. I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not going to draw any conclusions.
Let me Google it.
Will you die by hot dog? Oh my god, could you imagine if you went to it like a fortune teller?
And they just said
And they
you're
were
going
like,
to die by hot
I
dog?
hate to tell you this.
They're like, according to
in the
this palm
cards.
line.
Yeah.
Google
They just flip a card and it's a hot dog. They're like, that's not good.
That's not great.
Yeah, Kyle,
For you, I'd avoid baseball games.
I love a good baseball game. And I love a good baseball hot dog.
baseball's good.
Mm,
I
I'm not
enjoy
a
it.
fan.
You know,
not a fan. Oh yeah, we were talking about this the other day.
our fourth guest, Ivy, recently got a mitt. So, baseball time.
Oh my god.
I have my mitt here.
Straight up, let's start a league. Oh,
Yeah.
COVID. But let's just start a little team.
Yeah.
League of your own?
Yeah.
We'll be one team.
Ones. I don't
And
know.
we'll just be practicing for when COVID is done, and we could be like, okay, any other pickup baseball teams out there?
Are you guys
There
going to
are
have enough
tons.
like teammates?
What do you mean,
Like,
yo guys?
I'm not going to be on it.
It's
Aw. Not even just like
You
bench
don't want me
warmer?
on your team.
the team needs you.
No, it doesn't.
It's
I
but
always strike out.
clearly your very sunshine positive character is needed for every baseball team.
I'll be
Kyle,
on the
you,
side. I'll be like, go, and then I won't pay attention to the game because
Okay.
it's boring.
you can teach. You
More
can
boring
teach
than
baseball.
golf?
No.
Nothing.
I guess I'd rather watch baseball and golf
Yeah, there you go.
if I had to choose.
Golf is
But
tough.
I
I
just-
respect it, but
I
it's
just have a
tough.
movie on my phone. I'd just be like watching like.
Yeah.
I'd watch like Moneyball.
That's what I should have talked. We should have just talked about movies. I'm so dumb.
Well, maybe
Still
next
can't.
time.
Next time I visit.
Yeah.
Next time I guest star. We'll talk about movies.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening.
Oh, that's it. Oh, we don't have any more questions?
Oh, I shouldn't forget, because that'd be bad. Our sponsor for the week
Oh,
is...
right.
God damn it, you almost did it again.
It's Yerba Mate.
Well, and I know you got in a
what?
lot of trouble for it a few times ago.
Well, yeah, and I don't necessarily agree with all the critiques I've received, but it was a mistake that I made.
I think you deserve.
I think the best thing you could do is just own up to it. Like, just own up to your faults.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Own up to your faults.
Well, this week it's Yerba Mate.
You're the
It
worst.
is
Mate is okay.
It's what?
It's a drink. It's in a yellow can, and it's tall, and it's good.
Do you have some
And it's
here?
alive.
It's not in the room.
Isn't there? Do we
What?
normally have it
What?
in the room? Did you? I feel like you should have brought it in the room.
If they're sponsoring us.
Yeah,
They
you
weren't-
should have.
They
brought it
weren't
in.
cold.
Oh,
weren't cold.
oh,
First
I
you almost
see.
forget, then you don't
Oh, well,
bring it in the
yerba
room.
mate,
You're not
doesn't
ready.
it, like, actually legit, does it have to stay refrigerated?
It doesn't have to, but I think if we're gonna put our name with Yerba Mate, I want to put my best foot forward with them, or I
Therefore.
don't want to half-ass it.
I just
Yeah.
like to say we're looking for a new co-host.
Yeah,
If you know how to host a podcast, please send your applications in.
we are
We need a new host to replace
one
I'm,
of them.
I'm
of us?
sitting here in the middle of this wondering which one we're losing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right, play music.
On
Yep, we
that
got Yolk
note,
Everywhere.
bye.
Do do do.